Hi again, YouTubers. This is a fairly quick video on how I get this kind of loose beachy wave that I do every once in a while. A lot of people have asked me about this, asked me how I did this, and so I finally just sat down since it was a weekend and did it. I will mention, as you go through this video, you will see why I do not do tutorials. I don't know how to edit, so I just kind of cut and paste and put it together however I can. So I hope this is helpful to you guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Alright, so the things I am using. The first thing is I have two little hair clips, fairly small ones, just to pull my hair out in sections. I use a heat tamer spray. I just use Treseme's. And then the iron that I tend to use for this look, I kept the box. What is this called? 4-in-1 curling iron set. This is what it looks like. It was sent to me by beautychoice.com, and it actually, the cool thing about this is it has one handle, but it has 4 different sizes. It has a 1.5, a 1, a 3/4, and a 1/2 inch, I believe are the sizes. These are what they look like. I pulled them all out. I've broken the little container, but this is what it looks like. They're pretty easy to snap on and off. This is what, sorry, my phone's going bonkers today. They snap on through here. It's pretty simplistic, easy to pop off. The actual iron is plugged in. This is what it looks like. It is on. When it's heating up, this turns red. The 2 buttons here on either side, you just push them and you pop this off to be able to change it. It has an on-off button, and then it has the volume up and down. See, you can change it, the color as it's waiting to heat up. And you can see it as it goes down as well. It shows you what temperature it's at and things like that. And it's red right now, it turned green because it's already heated up. It heats up super, super fast. That's what's amazing about it. So let's see here. It's pretty simple what I do. I don't do anything in any rhyme or reason. I take these little pieces of, like one grouping of hair, depending on where I part it. Each day is different on how I do this. I just take them and I just get them on my face realistically. There's nothing special about how I do it. Oh, the other thing I use is a hairbrush. Seems to be, that portion's, see, I'm not going to be able to see it. I just move them around until they're out of my face. And then I always start on this side. It's just a personal preference. I just take a little portion. I don't ever use the same, like I don't section them off any certain way. I just kind of grab a part. I spray it once or twice, sometimes more, wrap it around, hold it in for a couple seconds, and then let it go. I'll show you a little bit more detailed of how I do it. I take a section, I brush it out just to make sure I have a piece of hair already stuck somewhere. It's gonna drive me crazy. I take the heat spray, mostly towards the ends. I don't need it as much at the roots. Then I take the iron and I hold the base up towards the top of my hair and I twist my hair around till I'm close to the end. The ends, as you can see on my finger, are not up against the iron. So the good side is that isn't really harming the ends of your hair, which tend to have the most damage anyway. I hold it for a couple seconds, and then I let it go. Sometimes I flip, I take a section and I flip it around the opposite way. It just depends. If I want it messy looking, if I want it neater looking. I am not a hair person. Like, see, I can do this the other way. I just kind of scoot it up and then twist it in a little bit so it's closer to my head. I am not a hair person, guys. I've told you this 1,000 times. And I have on just a little t-shirt because it's a beautiful day, but also because I get hot doing this. So, and then you just have pieces going all different ways. So I'm going to finish up this part and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I finished the first side, and then when I get over to this side, I kind of do the opposite. I keep going from the back. I don't quite know why. One thing to keep, this is just how I do it, like there's no rhyme or reason to why I do things this way. And one thing to keep in mind when you're doing this is when you flip to the other side, it gets a little bit more difficult because you're used to running it through on one side and now you're kind of like, oh, I'm on a different side and it's kind of difficult to hold it that way. Also be careful with your hands. You can burn yourself because these irons are hot. Oh, that one came out funny. You can burn yourself pretty easily on these, so be very, very careful when you do that. And see, sometimes I use thicker parts, sometimes I use, that one feels a little bit too thick. there's no rhyme or reason to this. Like I said, I just kind of go with whatever I'm feeling at the moment. See, you gotta remember to flip hands. And just make sure to keep your fingers away from, I just kind of lean back. I'm telling you guys, I know nothing about hair. I just kind of go with whatever works for me at the time. But so many people, what am I doing on this side wrong? So many people have asked me what I do when I get those big curls in my hair and things like that. This is all I'm doing. So I figured, why not? I'll just do it. Oh, that didn't sound good. There's a knot there. Oh, that's not good at all. So this is just kind of what I do. It's pretty easy. It's, you know, see, I always forget to change my hand. I think maybe I'm knotting it up somehow when I'm doing this. But I like the results of it. It stays for like 2 days probably in my hair. I usually have one day that I wear it down, the next day I pull it up. Makes for a really cute, like, messy ponytail too. And this is a great, like, summer beachy wave look. It's just a fun look. See, I can't even find which hair is done. So I'm going to finish up this side, and then I'll come back and tell you where I go from there. All right, when I get up to the top part, I just tend, again, to go back to this side first. Pull the clip out. I usually run the brush through it 1 or 2 times, and then I start in the back here. And again, I'm just pulling little sections. I don't tend to go any certain way. It's not like sometimes I do it all facing the back. Sometimes I do it some back, some forth. Really, it's just whatever you go with for that day. I told you guys, I'm going to say it again, I'm not very good at hair. I just kind of do whatever. I will say Lola Marie 7 does videos. Actually, she uses the same iron, I think. That's what made me interested in seeing how this iron works. She uses the same iron and talks about it in quite a few videos, but she actually is a beautician, cosmetologist, hairstylist for a living. So she is a great person to watch. She got hers from her curling iron thing from beautychoice.com too. It is on sale too, by the way, guys. It's I have a link below if you're interested in this iron, and it's a great deal because you have all 4 in one thing as opposed to having to buy a bunch of different ones for different size looks. So it's pretty cool. But this thing heats up so quickly. It's amazing, because if I tend to do my hair, blow dry it, and my hair is naturally straight, guys. If I blow dry it and it just kind of like, it's whatever, I don't feel like dealing with it that day or whatever have you. The great thing about it is I don't have to wait for an iron that's going to take a while to heat up. Like, I pretty much just turn this thing on and it gets hot within seconds. But it is super hot. Like, I'm so careful with my fingers and just keeping my hands away from it. So let me finish this up. I'm going to do the exact same thing on this side, and then I'll show you how I finish this up. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so this is what it looks like after I'm done curling it. And just to let you guys know too, the only things I tend to put in my hair is when I get out of the shower, I put Redken's Anti-Snap in my hair with a little bit of argan oil. And then I put some Redken Guts just at my roots, and that's it. That's all I put in my hair before I blow dry it. I take a little bit, my personal favorite is Sebastian Reshaper. This is what it looks like. It's just a hairspray. I tend to just kind of mess it up a little bit. I do that, and then I take, this is the Kenra Platinum Silkening Mist. If you hear something beeping, that is this as it's cooling down and turning off. It kind of lets you know just as it does it. I spray it with this Shine Spray. Whew. And then I run my fingers through it just to make it, I don't know, look like this. And that's it. So every once in a while my hair's, not really, I don't know. Sometimes I pull my bangs back, sometimes I don't. None of it's agreeing with me today. It'll be fine, it's just the weekend. So that's what my hair looks like with this curling iron. I really love it. This was the 1.5 inch barrel on the 4-in-1 iron. It's by a company called Fahrenheit, just to let you know. It's still beeping at me to cool off. Let me see if I can, while it's hot, I wonder if it'll, nope. not a good idea to try and take the thing off while it's still hot. It does have a little stand, which is nice. I think this is a great product. There is no reason to have multiples of these and have to try different ones. I think the best way of going about that is this product, and for the price you can't beat it. It heats up, by the way, to 430 degrees. I don't need it that hot on my hair. Most times I just I think I put it at like 400 or whatever it starts at. I think it starts at, here, let's see what it starts at. Starts at 360. And then you can go up and go down. Let's see what it goes down to real quick, sorry. Goes down to 150, and I know it goes up to 430. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you're interested in this curling iron, the 4-in-1, they're not curling irons, they're not really conical winds either. What are they called? They are calling them a curling iron set. So it's a great product at a great price, and you'll be able to use it for a really long while and get so many different uses out of it, just depending on what look you want. If you want the looser, softer, beachy waves, you go with the bigger one. If you want a tighter curl, then you go with a smaller one. You can also mix and match them in throughout your hair, whatever works for you. But this is how I have been doing this look that everybody's been asking me about. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Just, here you go. See what it looks like. Let me know if you have any questions, and the link is below. All of my information on what I'm wearing is below, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.